A small farm, evening. A single mother, Emily Carter, 32, is seen carrying a feed bucket while her 10-year-old son Jake follows. Suddenly, three local bullies in their 20s, rowdy men with pickup trucks, skid onto her property. They laugh, throw beer cans on the ground, and rev engines, scaring her livestock. Bully number one, mocking, well, if it isn't the poor little single mom trying to play farmer. Bully number two, bet you can't even protect this place if we decided to come back tonight. Emily stays quiet, her eyes calm but intense. Her son clutches her arm in fear. They thought she was weak. They had no idea who they were messing with. The next day at the local supply store, Emily overhears whispers. A few townsfolk warn her. Old farmer, Emily, those boys are trouble. Maybe you should sell the farm and move before it gets worse. Emily doesn't argue. She quietly buys supplies, but there's something in her eyes. Not fear, but calculation. She had faced worse, much worse, but no one here knew her past. That night, the bullies return. They break her fence, spray paint insults on her barn, and leave a dead chicken as a warning. Her son cries, terrified. Emily kneels to comfort him. Emily, whispering, calm but fierce. Don't worry, Jake. They just made their last mistake. She opens a locked chest in her attic. Inside are her old military gear, a precision rifle, and medals with the Green Beret insignia. Emily wakes before dawn. While Jake sleeps, she's outside, running tactical drills in the fields, setting up makeshift traps around the farm, practicing her sniper aim on bottles lined on the fence, reconnecting with her old self, the Green Beret sniper. She wasn't just a farmer, she was one of the deadliest snipers the Army ever trained. At the local bar, the bullies brag about scaring the single mom. They plan to burn her barn down to teach her a lesson. One of them jokes, let's see how she feeds her animals when she's got no roof over their heads. Unbeknownst to them, Emily is already listening quietly from a booth in the corner. Night falls. The bullies sneak onto her farm with gas cans and crowbars. But as they approach the barn, one of them trips a wire, triggering a flare that lights up the whole field. Bully number one, panicking. What the? Emily steps out of the shadows, rifle slung over her shoulder, calm as steel. Emily, this is private property. You've got one chance to leave. They laugh, thinking she's bluffing. The bullies advance. Suddenly, one steps on a caltrip trap and yells in pain. Another gets his crowbar knocked from his hands by a precise warning shot that shatters the ground near his feet. Emily's voice cuts through the night. Emily, commanding tone. You think you're predators? Wrong farm. The bullies realize too late they're up against a professional. One bully tries to run back to the truck. Emily fires. The bullet hits the tire, disabling it. Another bully hides behind the tractor. Emily fires a perfect ricochet that shatters a light above him, forcing him into the open. She takes them down without killing. Precise, controlled shots. Just enough to terrify them. Emily, to the bullies, coldly. You ever come near my son or my farm again? You won't walk away. Police arrive, called by a neighbor who heard the shots. The bullies beg for protection, humiliated and shaken. Sheriff looks at Emily, then at the captured bullies. Sheriff, quietly, almost respectful. Ma'am, remind me never to get on your bad side. Emily simply nods, then puts her arm around Jake. The next morning, townsfolk gather to see the damage. Whispers turn into admiration as word spreads. They thought she was just a quiet single mother, but some pasts can't stay hidden forever, and some women are far stronger than anyone dares to imagine. Emily walks back to her farm, son by her side, confident and unbothered. The bullies are gone for good. Have you ever underestimated someone, only to realize they were far stronger than you thought? Let me know in the comments below.